Hello everyone. Meghan dear, don't upset your new family already. You think that's a warning, right? However, I mean to mock the hypocrite Meghan. She will probably have 5 to 7 new families until she's old. She will never settle down. When she spends all of Harry's money, she'll be looking for a new family. Of course, that process will probably continue indefinitely until she's old and frail. But as I said, it seems like the Sussexes haven't been doing well lately. Some people may argue that the Sussexes are experiencing a string of misfortunes, while others might claim that it is simply one disaster after another. Meghan's tendency to exaggerate every single issue is something that we have discussed in the past, haven't we? Do you remember the day when they pulled Archie out of her bedroom to meet the people, and that they set a fake fire in her room? A fan-eater or a bin was what it turned out to be, according to the results. Even there, it was nowhere to be found. However, you should be aware that there is always going to be that dramatic tale. The truth is something that she is never able to reveal. Nevertheless, it is expected of all of us that we will think that she is 43% Nigerian in origin. That is something that we are meant to believe since she told us. The proof has never been viewed by anyone. On social media, there is no genetic information that has been posted. As far as it appears, even when she traveled to Nigeria, they were interested in seeing her. On the other hand, it would appear that they did not understand. On the other hand, they greeted them and made sure to give them a warm welcome. It is also possible that it suggests an extremely expensive welcome. However, this is where things start to get interesting with this tour of Colombia, as you can see, mostly due to the fact that they are currently dangling the favorite pieces that, basically they like to do anytime they need some press. Furthermore, according to a reliable source, Harry and Meghan are of the opinion that the rest of the world is eagerly anticipating the arrival of their infant children. At this point, we are not in a hurry. It's not clear to me how we could possibly provide it to them. Having said that, you should know that we are completely disinterested in the whole issue and distanced from it. In contrast to Prince Louis, Princess Charlotte, and George, all of whom we have witnessed grow throughout the course of their lives. As for Louis, we are aware of him. Charlotte is very stunning, and George is becoming a wonderful young guy. In our opinion, isn't that something that we are aware of? Because we have developed with them. One of the most popular characters is, without a doubt, Louis. There is no way to get around this fact. But, of course, we don't really know anything about Prince Archie or Archie and Lily. Our knowledge of them is limited. It would appear that nobody has seen them. Lily was never seen by the Queen. Every single piece of nonsense that they spread about them as they traveled to Windsor. Pure and utter garbage. Nevertheless, it would appear that they are now making threats to, or should I say, taking the children to Colombia. Is that correct? Oh, do you think Meghan will bring her 2 kids, Archie and Lily, to Colombia this time? If so, comment number 1. And if not, comment number 2. Southerly America. At this point, what is the true history behind this circumstance? Now, allow me to share with you what I consider to be the case. It seems to me that this is the real story. This narrative provides a direct reference to the moment when Prince William and Catherine appeared on television to wish Team Great Britain the best of luck in the most recent Olympics. As you can see, that can be done. In addition, I would venture to guess that they would not have the courage to bring the children down there, never because of concerns about one's safety or any other such reason. On the other hand, the Nigerian government, who was the one that extended the invitation, pleaded with them to bring the children. I mean, I've already conveyed this information to you in earlier videos. They pleaded with them almost verbally, but they were not going to accept it. In the event that Meghan, who is 43% Nigerian, makes the decision that she is unable to send the children back to her nation, but that she is able to take them to Colombia, unless, of course, she is now determining that she is either 48% or 32% Colombian. Who knows? In a few days, this is something that might very well take place. That might be the sole reason why the children are leaving. This however, would have a very detrimental impact. It goes without saying that the Sussexes would not be bothered by this, since it is evident that they do not appear to care who they insult or what they create. If, on the other hand, this does take place, it is going to have a very negative impact moving ahead, due to the fact that we have witnessed William and George forming a relationship while attending football games and Taylor Swift concerts. It is easy to comprehend that they have been plotting away, wondering if it is possible to recreate this. However, if they were to truly upset Nigeria, this would be extremely bad for their business, especially considering that there are 43% of Nigerians, as you say. Meghan, clearly, Harry had a lovely family and many friends in the UK before he married Meghan. Of course, that now is in the past. It's over for the Harry. How could anyone miss old Meghan? Her absence is the only thing I like about her. She's like a wrecking ball that destroys anything. She caused pain to two families. I'm grateful she isn't my relative by blood or otherwise. Especially, nobody wants to see Harry's invisible kids. We are not interested. We already see the real royals, and we love them. No one cares about their kids. Really, how do we tell them gently? The woman actually planned to murder her children. It's laughable. We don't like her or Harry, so why would we buy anything with their kids branded on it? But in fact, no way Harry and Meghan can upstage William and Catherine. They have real royal kids in the line of succession, but the Sussex can't even showcase their kids. No one has seen the Sussex kids. Soon, the kids will be out of line of succession. Piers Morgan named Meghan Princess Pinocchio. For a reason, Meghan can't tell the truth, even if her life depended on it. Even if the children really existed, the kids can't go, because they would upstage Meghan, and she can't have that happen to her. No, they'd be a huge disappointment after all this song and dance about them. She knows that. It's her last ace, and she clings to it for as long as she can. Sadly, Harry's friends warned him she was a snake, yet he didn't listen. And here are the results. The fact he is no different and no less vile and narcissistic has to be the sole reason he dismissed advice and reason and chose to pair up and form this unholy alliance. A partnership disguised as a marriage. After all, there's no better way to unleash years of resentment and anger against his family than using and hiding behind an equally aggressive and narcissistic woman. Well, if that look on his face at his wedding is anything to go by, he already knew he had made a mistake, but he felt it was too late to back out. He did not look like a happy groom like his brother William. He had a good reason to be nervous and scared. Big mistake, Harry. I wonder when will they be pulled up by every country's tax people about their so-called charity and donations. Back to the issue of children. If they do exist, it is hard enough for children growing up in the shadow of scandalous parents. These kids are going to be so mentally messed up when they reach their teens, goodness knows what they will turn out like. The reason I don't believe they exist is there is no way in today's world of long lens cameras and other modern technology that some unscrupulous paparazzi have not managed to get even a fuzzy picture of the children over the years, just purely for the money, of course. The kids have never been seen anywhere going back and forwards to kindergarten, school, playing outside, etc. Just absolutely nothing. Not possible. So they are holding the children for the highest price. I am still so upset that even with parents who had lost children due to self-harm, not one of them said, "This is not about us, please let them speak." But no, it is a disgrace. So has someone offered to buy the kids? They don't care what is said about them as long as they get paid and are talked about. Negative is better than nothing. This was all about Harry and Meghan promoting themselves. Those poor parents were sidelined. Anyone with emotional empathy would have put the parents first and sat back and listened to their harrowing story of the loss of their child. No, Meghan had to go into a word salad about her thoughts of unliving herself, completely disregarding their pain. Why were they there anyway? Neither are qualified in this field. Because she's a liar. She has to be the center of attention for everything. We don't care about their alleged children. I can't stand the kind of woman that turns everything into drama. Awful type. How anyone could thrive on such continual drama and stress is beyond me. Just a bit of advice, Meghan. The older you get, the less you can cope with it, and the more it will show on your face. Like that vein on her forehead. That keeps popping out every time she's stressed. The thing is always out. If Meghan had a popularity contest with a scarecrow, the scarecrow would win hands down because it's outstanding in its field. Besides, Harry moans about the security of his family, so they decide to take the kiddos to Colombia, which is riddled with crime. The mind boggles. Will she now say she's 50% Colombian, so the government will give them full honors, the red carpet treatment, and lots of freebies? It is very likely that it will happen. Anyway, the interest in the children waned a long time ago. We simply aren't invested in them, as we've not watched them grow and seen their personalities emerge. When you promise and tease something for years, people eventually walk away because they've become bored with the promises and jaded because it never happens. We don't care to see the children. They have the privacy Harry and Meghan said they wanted them to have. They need to stop trying to sell the children just because their brand is tanking. In short, their life is in shambles. It doesn't matter what they do or don't do at this point. It will always fail. He is realizing what he's lost, and she only thinks of herself. It's definitely not a healthy relationship looking from the outside in. Cheers! To what extent do you agree with my ideas? Could you please share your opinions in the comment area below? We sincerely thank you for watching our films. Do not underestimate the value of demonstrating your support for us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye, and hope to see you soon.